Good morning, guys. Bill McMillan here with you on NDWX.com early Tuesday morning, and in large part the storm system that was expected to produce a widespread, though light, wet snow across central portions of the state really unimpressed. Dry air was a big player in really not allowing things to moisten up as quickly as initially expected a few days ago, and as such really was a non-event across most of the state. Now that said, we will see some lake effect develop across north central and northeastern portions of the state later today, and otherwise expecting drier conditions and increasing sunshine to build in here as we wrap up the day after a rather gloomy gray start to the day and cold in the 20s for most of us this morning. Now attention will turn after an area of high pressure builds in, although a weak area of high pressure. It will supply dry conditions Wednesday as well, with sunshine before clouds begin to increase Wednesday afternoon, and that's in advance of a developing very complex storm system that eventually will impact not only our region but more widespread portion of the Ohio Valley and the Midwest. Beforehand, cold is the story. Temperatures settling into the 20s this morning and will only recover into the low 30s this afternoon. Again, expect increasing sunshine as we progress through the afternoon and on into the evening hours. Cold night ahead tonight. Temperatures that will dip into the upper teens and low 20s. Clearing conditions expected across central portions of the state. And a chilly Wednesday expected. Highs only recovering into the mid-30s for most of central Indiana, again with increasing clouds as we move through the afternoon and evening hours. Moisture begins to overspread the region as we move into late Wednesday night and Thursday, and we'll put the GFS forecast model into motion and show that. Again, a very complex situation here between a surface low that will move up the east coast and a cutoff cold core upper low that will move through the Ohio Valley. I will say, as we look at the surface here, the GFS would suggest a wintry mix of sleet, freezing rain, and wet snow moving in here Thursday morning and continuing through the better part of the day. Now we'll have to continue to fine-tune the details here. As we look at the upper air pattern here in the, if I can pull this up real quick for you, I wanted to show you the actual cutoff low. Now, this can give us an indication as to exactly where some of the heavier snow may fall. And as we put this into motion, keep an eye obviously on this feature here. Just to the north and west of where this tracks is where I think the heavier band of wet snow will fall, and that places at least most of central Indiana under the opportunity for accumulating snow on Thursday, though admittedly we have to shore up the details before we get to that point. So we'll do that and then fine-tune things as we move through the afternoon and on into the day tomorrow. Now, real quick, I wanted to get back and show you what we can expect for the remaining part of the week after we get rid of that storm system. We'll turn colder again as we move into late week and on into the upcoming weekend. A little bit of light snow may fall with the reinforcing chilly air as we move into the weekend and early parts of Thanksgiving week. Hard to believe. A couple of weak weather systems scooting through here off to the northeast, and the potential is there for something more meaningful just after the holiday. Models will continue to kind of flip-flop on that solution, but we'll keep a close eye on it. The other big story here, and we kind of talked about this last night, is that this expected warm-up, and it's going to come, though in a relaxed format compared to what some of the data would have thought a couple of weeks ago. It's looking less and less impressive around Thanksgiving weekend, and in all reality, the bigger story remains still a chilly, active pattern as we wrap up the month and head on into the month of December. Some of the longer range data is very cold and stormy looking for the period really Thanksgiving through New Year's. Guys, that'll do it for the morning update. Make it a great Tuesday. We'll keep you posted on what we think lies ahead as we get into Thursday. Keep a close eye on the data today and on into early parts of Wednesday and fine-tune that for you. We'll talk with you soon.